How on earth do people not kill themselves on these? 10 minutes and I've already injured myself. Right, 3D printer time. Let's see if we can make a tripod mount for this GoPro. My first port of call when looking for these GoPro parts is to look on Thingiverse. Here is something I've found. So this is a Manfrotto tripod. So a quick search for Manfrotto tripod mount. Someone's already made a 3D printed quick release mount. So this part just clips straight into the mechanism it's got there. So this is the first part I found. The second part I found is a GoPro mount. It should already fit the GoPro. So what I'll do is I'll actually mash these two together using the slicer tool and see what happens. So this is Craftware, the 3D printing slicing program I use. This allows you to carve up your designs into individual layers to be printed. So you can see I've imported the GoPro mount and the Manfrotto tripod mount. What I can actually do is stitch these two parts together to print them. So what I'll do is I'll move these parts into a rough position. I think they will print well, and we'll go from there. The red marking there indicates it's below the build plate, so it won't actually print that, but it's really useful because you can actually just move parts around and cut parts off without actually editing the file. Okay, so we've got the two parts lined up there. And what I can now do is put the support material in. So you can't 3D print in mid-air, unfortunately. You do need to support anything that's freestanding, so quite easy to do. We just hit auto generate and it will find all the places that need support from the bottom to build. And then it's literally a case of slicing. So now I've got the slicer tool open. It looks quite complex, but it really isn't. Most of these values can be left as default. What I'll do is I'll change this infill percentage. So if you see the diagram on the left there, if I change this up to 30, you'll see the internal sort of honeycomb grid will become quite a bit finer, a bit more dense, so it means the part will be a bit stronger essentially. And that should be all the settings we need. So here you can see the sliced part. I rotate around, you can start to see exactly how it's been built. So the funky thing we can do here, we can actually chop down the layers, so we can see exactly how the part's going to be made, built up. I think that looks pretty good. So time to set it printing. All you have to do now is save this file to a memory stick. Right, so here is the final part. Break it off the bed. Now just have to clean it up. Right, so the moment of truth. Let's see if this fits. Yep. Second moment of truth. Let's see if the GoPro fits in the GoPro mount. Ugh. Nope. It's too tight. Back to the drawing board. A few calculations later, and I've used the calipers to work out how much of a difference I need to make to the size. So it's actually wrong in every way, both height and width and depth. So I've found out what the percentages are, and we can adjust that on the software. What I've done is adjust the parts. So here we are with the adjusted parts. They probably look the same, but they've been subtly adjusted size-wise to fit properly. So now we've got this part, just have to print this again and see if it fits. Oh, look at glove, look at that. Great. Now I've got a tripod GoPro mount. I'd like to say it was easy and quick, but a few hours later, all in one piece. So for a laugh, I thought I'd see what was available in terms of mounting plates for the tripod. So I had a look on the manufacturer's website, and there's only one available, and it's about £14, and it won't fit the GoPro. So looking back at the 3D printed side of things, Turns out that as about a kilo of this material called PLA is about £12, this amount works out at about 17 pence. So for the sake of about an hour and 15 minutes to print, pretty happy with that. While I was browsing the Thingiverse site, I thought I'd have a look and see if there's anything else interesting for the GoPro, and I found this handle. While I'm on the subject of 3D printing stuff, I think I'll make this as well. It looks quite useful. Right, as you can see, I recently picked up a penny board. I have never ridden a skateboard before, so this should be quite interesting. Probably worth filming this, because who knows what might happen. I don't have gloves on, or a helmet, so I'm assuming I can't hurt myself too badly, but we'll see. Even the cats come out to watch. So I literally mean I haven't ridden a skateboard before. I don't even know the foot position. I'm not sure it's going to be too stable. Right. I'm not sure I've got the balance for this. It's a good thing I put this camera in a case. Not sure it would survive otherwise. It seems like this back plate might be a good place to put my foot. Seems a bit more stable anyway. And I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like keeping your feet sort of fairly straight gives you a lot more stability. How do you keep yourself moving without destabilising yourself? So far this is a lot slower than walking. Hopefully things will improve. The great thing is it's low friction. The bad thing is it's low friction and runs away. Ooh, downhill. Ouch. Yeah, maybe it is a bit more painful than I thought. Ow. Oh, probably should not go down there. If I can hurt myself that badly after 10 minutes, how on earth do people ride these for long distances? This is looking quite bad now. I probably ought to get this looked at. Maybe I also get blood on the skateboard. Maybe it's the surface. Maybe I should just wear some better clothes. So it turns out skateboards may not be the answer to last mile travel. I think I might stick to walking and running. Probably a bit safer. It's getting dark outside, so it leaves me to say I hope you have enjoyed today's vlog and found it quite interesting. It's been a bit painful to make, but hopefully it will pan out and skateboarding go well next time. Speaking of next time, I'm going to be going on a long leaf journey hopefully, so do like and subscribe to keep up to date with new content, and I'll see you then.